Jackie Chan, the scrapes, the stunts, the comeback, a life in motion. Jackie Chan was born Chan Kong Sang on April 7, 1954, on Victoria Peak in British Hong Kong, the son of working-class parents who earned a living in the French consul's household. Though the family lived on the peak, their life was far from glamorous. Jackie's parents worked as servants and the household struggled financially. When Jackie was 7, his parents enrolled him in the China Drama Academy, a Peking opera boarding school, and for the next decade he endured brutal, military-style training in acrobatics, martial arts, singing, and stagecraft. That harsh childhood schooling would give him the skills that made his later screen persona possible, but it also cost him a normal childhood. Those 10 years at the academy were Jackie's first real test. The students were called the 7 Little Fortunes. They trained until muscles screamed, learned to fall, flip, and sell a joke in perfect timing. Young Jackie did bit parts in movies as a child actor, and later began working as a stuntman and a fight choreographer. Early in his film career, he was often the expendable guy in the background, the one who got thrown through a window or tossed down a stairwell so the star could shine. Chan has said repeatedly that those years taught him endurance and to treat danger as a craft. Martial arts and Chinese cinema, the rags to kung fu comedy arc, and how risk became a signature. For years, Jackie's films either bombed or made little mark outside Hong Kong. He wasn't Bruce Lee. He didn't have Lee's raw, lethal charisma. And to break through, he had to invent a new screen language. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, he fused slapstick comedy, intricate martial choreography, and jaw-dropping physical stunts. Films like Snake in the Eagle's Shadow and Drunken Master turned him into a star in Asia and introduced his trademark, the comic underdog who turns danger into dance. These films changed his career and helped define what Western audiences would later call the action comedy blueprint. But that breakthrough wasn't painless. Jackie's insistence on realism led to repeated injuries and near-fatal moments. He has broken bones, cracked skulls, and suffered concussions filming stunts that most actors would refuse. Even after decades and hundreds of films, his relationship with peril didn't end. He continued doing risky moves well into his later career and still occasionally walked away with major injuries. Those scars are both literal and symbolic. They tell of a performer who treated his body as an instrument and at times a sacrificial tool for his art. A slow, tricky bridge to Hollywood. For a long time, Hollywood treated Jackie as an exotic curiosity. His first attempts to break into the American market in the 1980s had limited success, partly because U.S. studios didn't know how to sell his unique blend of humor, stunts, and martial arts. The real turning point came in 1998 with Rush Hour, the buddy cop comedy that paired Chan with Chris Tucker. The film cast Jackie as the calm, supremely skilled Inspector Lee, opposite Tucker's frantic, American-style comic relief. Rush Hour was a global smash and introduced Chan to millions who had never seen his Hong Kong classics. But even then, Jackie had to navigate language barriers, typecasting, and the expectations of two very different film industries. Personal trials and public scrutiny. Fame didn't make Jackie's life easy. He became a global celebrity who was subject to the same tabloid glare that has undone many stars. In 1999, a scandal erupted when an affair led to the birth of a daughter whom Jackie did not publicly acknowledge for years. The episode strained his public image and family life. He later married Taiwanese actress Joan Lin Fengjiao in 1982 and has a son, JC Chan. But his personal relationships have had complicated, very public moments. These events showed how even a man who could choreograph impossible fights could be clumsy and fallible in the marketplace of human relationships. Reinvention, recognition, and giving back. Despite controversies and the physical toll of an action life, Jackie Chan built a rarefied, long-running career. He branched into directing, producing, voice acting, and pop music. He became a household name in East Asia and beyond. Hollywood finally rewarded his contributions with a special honorary Academy Award in 2016, recognizing more than half a century of work and more than 200 films. Beyond the screen, Jackie launched charity efforts and the Jackie Chan Charitable Foundation. He has been involved in disaster relief, education programs, and was appointed a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. He has often framed his success as a platform to do good, drawing on his own memory of hardship to help others. What made Jackie Chan endure? If you look for the through line in Jackie Chan's life, you find a stubborn blend of discipline, showmanship, humility, and relentless reinvention. He learned early to turn punishment into polish, to take a fall, get up, make the next take funnier, sharper, more dangerous. He mixed East and West sensibilities, never quite fitting cleanly into Hollywood or Hong Kong boxes, and that liminal place became his strength. He is as admired for his comic timing as he is for his courage. The world applauds both the laugh and the risk behind it. Jackie Chan's story is not a neat fairy tale. It's a long, bruising set of training runs, flubbed lines, booming successes, painful setbacks, and public mistakes. It's also a story about a man who turned a childhood of austere training and family hardship into a global language of movement and humor. He paid for his art with bones and bruises. He paid for fame with privacy and scrutiny. In return, he gave the world a new kind of action hero, one who fights with a grin, falls with dignity, and keeps getting up. Thank you for watching and being part of this journey. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss what's coming next. Your support means the world, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.